Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 13 of Direwolf20's Stoneblock series. Today, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. We've gotten started with some basic stuff. That's 100% no doubt for sure. So we've gotten the foundations of like a base going on here, right? Like we got into mystical agriculture, we started messing around with seeds. Out of curiosity, real quick before I get into this, what's involved in making diamond essence? So that's a tier 5 seed for reals. So we're gonna need a decent amount of supremium essence to get that guy, but that's not the end of the world. We can totally make that happen. And for the record, we'll get 3 diamond essence per iteration from Flux Phytogro, so not a terrible number of that stuff, which will lead to you know, a diamond every 3 operations. So not too bad. Definitely cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm kind of into like the Flux Phytogro. What if I wanted to get a diamond chicken? Like, what would be involved in a diamond? Ooh, there's emerald chickens and ender pearl chickens. Ooh, that's cool. But diamond is glass and gold. Glass is nether quartz and redstone. Redstone is sand and red. So, like, there's definitely a bit of a path to go down. Yellow and iron. That ain't so bad. That's not terrible, right? Does it tell me, like, what the duration of this thing is? Not really, probably. Wonder if there was some kind of like number, right? But you can get emeralds and enders and cinnabars. All things that I might consider doing. I don't know, we'll see. I'm kind of just playing with both mods at the moment. I might want to like kick off the breeding of some chickens, but I could always just breed them pretty quickly to be fair. But yeah, these roosts are pretty powerful and cool. You know what I might want to do? Maybe we should ramp up our power gen just a little bit. A lot of people have been recommending, there's like a free energy, some kind of coil. What's it called? Not Tesla coil, Spectre coil? Redstone Spectre coil, Ender Spectre coil, and our generates 120. Generates infinite RF per tick. Well, that's cool. Oh, creative only. I was going to say. So it doesn't look like it has a crafting recipe, but it's totally an output from a loot bag. So we could look at like maybe outputting loot bags into the system and see what we get. What kind of cool stuff. Because Spectre coils definitely, people keep recommending I do that. And for 128 RF a tick, that ain't bad. Because these guys are generating what, 200 to my knowledge. So yeah, that, I mean, it's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. What other power gen options could we get into at this point? If we looked into power generation, because I want to make sure that we just have, I mean, we have a decent amount, but not a ton of power gen. There's disenchantments, there's heated redstone, there's culinary, there's ender. None of these guys are jumping out at me as like, this would be a good way to go right now. Nether star, obviously, that's a good one, right? We could totally get that super OP sword. That would be neat. And then there's also solar stuff that we could look into, and then reactors, if we want to get into big reactors. Cool. We'll see. I don't know. There's so many things that we could get into right now. Let's kind of follow the basics. So going to the Nether is a thing we should do. So I should probably just, you know, open up a Nether portal. Do we have RF tools in this pack? We totally do. So you know what might be a good time? Let's make a receiver from RF tools so that we can go doing a little bit of adventuring, right? That might be a fun time. We're gonna need some ender pearls, of which we have enough. I really want to know what mod it is that makes it so that ender pearls can stack like up to 64. I'm sure I could look into it, but you know, this is Direwolf we're talking about. And then where's the charged porter? That guy seems easy enough to make. And the advanced one needs a healthy amount of redstone and diamonds. I'll hold off for now. But hey, look, he's already filled up, mostly because we have an awesome little tool there. So let's... yeah, maybe I'll do that, just to get this guy, like, centered in this base, sort of. Alright, so there's my charged porter. Let's get some power into you. You might need way for the time being. Because what I'm thinking is maybe, just maybe. You know what else I could do? I think I'm going to want to do this. Yeah, you should probably be connecting in here somewhere. I wish I had morph in this pack. That would be cool. Hey, there we go. I knew there'd be a power line somewhere in here. Beautiful, right? See, I'm trying really hard, I don't know if you guys could tell, to keep things neat and tidy. Even in my basement, which historically I've just been like, meh. But like, to be fair, I mean, okay. So like, then I turn the camera and I'm lying. But I'm trying, and that's what counts, right? Home base. At least for now, this looks like a nice location, and I can bind you, so I can do that, and then whoosh. I'm loving the whoosh. I'm loving the whoosh. All right, so let's set up a portal. Now, we also have... So, like, the advanced one will let me store multiples, right? So I probably don't want to make the advanced one yet. How am I on diamonds? We are at 7 diamonds. Not what I would call a healthy amount of diamonds. Could totally use more. But we'll see. Let's set up an ender portal somewhere that I'm not going to be annoyed by the constant whoosh, whoosh, whoosh noises that the ender portal makes. Or the nether portal. So maybe we will... So that's like kind of my... This is my resource generation area. This is my mob farm area. What I could do... Let's put you in this mode. So I don't know that I have like an exact measurement here, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like technically that's where you would see another portal typically end. So what we could have right is something like this, just like something super simple. That should work, right? With the intention being that it's not super annoyingly loud. So I just need a flint and steel and then we're good. Hooray! Quest complete. Which reminds me, I get awesome loots now. Oh, a flask of magma skin. That is surprisingly, that is hilariously appropriate. That is hilariously appropriate for what we were going to do. So lots of people, by the way, commented that why are you automating soul sand when you can just go to the nether? Because the nether is not like a pure stone area. So like, yes, I've been getting soul sand and netherrack. Look at this. Oh, hello. Hello, hold on. Nobody panic, but wow. Hello, green glow shrooms. I should probably do something about your presence here. Because that was almost very scary. That was almost terrifyingly scary. Alright, another portal. Let's try that again. Hopefully you let me through without too much waiting. The good news is this stuff breaks relatively easily. Alright, and let's maybe close up the back to prevent accidental goings in. A smart man probably would have just got out his exchanging gadget and swapped the blocks, but you know what? It's all good. Do I even have it with me? May or may not. I do. Okay, well that's cool. Oh, that's why. You should be in wall mode. Oh, you know what? You're different block types. Let's set you to... Ah, okay. Hold on a sec. I have to change my controls. Z? That sounds like a good one. Okay, so now you're in fuzzy mode. Those are different types of blocks today, I learned. Cool. So hey, look who's in ye old Nether. I don't know that there's anything particularly useful out here. I mean, obviously there's like, you know, quartz ore and stuff. But we've got that automated to the point where it's really not a problem. But I did the quest, so there's that. Right? So we'll just call that a quest complete, and we'll see if we have to come back here for anything. If I decide I want to have like, I mean, I already have Nether or lava already automated pretty heavily. But hey, at least I unlocked the next quest. So that's like the main thing there, right? So that's taken care of, which means we can do Wither Skulls. So that's what you want me to do next, huh? You want me to find a Nether fortress and do Wither Skulls. That I could see being a reasonable course of action, right? An endstone, craft endstone. We could probably figure out a way to do that, right? Craft endstone. So fluid block, lava inside a stone barrel. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's clean up our inventory just a bit here. Cool. And we will get ourselves a bucket. And we'll get ourselves a little bit of glowstone. Oh, we need 9. Is this to get me to the end, I presume? I should probably be like storing this lava in some kind of larger tank, because there's periods of time when like the lava's kind of full. Tank. Yeah, let's do that. Let's definitely do that. From thermal, let's do the thermal tank. That shouldn't be too bad to get. And we should probably work on automation pretty soon, too. That would be a smartish kind of move on our part. At least Invar, unless Electrum's super easy. Now we'll just go Invar. So you're going to do that, and then, you know what? This might be a good spot for him. Or, like, part of me wants to output from this tank, output from here to a tank, and then output from the tank to somewhere else. So let's do that, because I'm pretty sure I've got a servo on this thing. In fact, I don't think, yeah, no, we'll probably want that to stay. Can I maybe route this a little differently? Probably. I guess we'll keep it as is. So we'll make you ignored. But if I set you to down, you're not going to allow lava into there, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. So what I should, because I kind of want to keep this nice and compact like it is. But if I had hardened, more hardened fluid ducts. So many things I want to do. Which is the sign of a good pack, honestly. When you're at a point where you're like, I don't know what I want, like, I've got so many things I want to do. Right? So, like, you... I'd kind of like you to not be... The problem is I don't have access to the bottom because of the heat thing going on there. So what I could realistically be doing is moving the item ducts. That might be a smart move. Can I get some regular item ducts instead of opaque ones? Yeah, I don't love that either, to be fair. Because I'd really like to be able to just you know, pipe out the top there. But eventually we might need multiple crucibles. So you know what I could do? What I could do, because we might want to eventually have multiple crucibles, right? So let's pretend like we're at that point. Right? So what we'll do is we will have the crucible over here with the element underneath. And then we can have the item duct with the servo. That should be cool. Beautiful. And then you're gonna be the fluid duct to here with a fluid duct here, and you're going to be in output mode. That's going to work. And we'll clean up the mess that we mentioned earlier in the episode. Nice. That cool? And then we have access to that tank, right? So right now, you're just, you know, refilling all the lava that you generated. But soon, actually, I need to put my servo on this. Cool. A few lighting updates, which isn't the greatest thing in the world to have happen, but once this guy fills up with a backstuffing of lava, then we'll have like a buildup of lava in here, and that'll be nice, right? Because you had to fill up, you had to fill up, you had to fill up. All these lava fluid ducts had to fill up. So presumably you won't keep flickering, right? There we go. We've hit the point where we're filling up. So now we'll have like 20 buckets of lava backstuffed here. And then when we get to the point where we need more crucibles, which might happen sooner than later, we'll be ready to do that. And then we can make that 20 into 80 buckets. Cool? All right. So that was all in the name of making some endstone. So let's come back in a minute. Well, it doesn't look like it'll take that long. Yeah, we'll just wait a few minutes because we're at 7 now. Let's peruse the quests while we're waiting for lava to build up. So going to the end requires these things. But getting wither skulls and nether stars is probably a pretty big step to jump into. The other things we could do... So there's also the deep dark and the aroma mining dimension. These two quests require Collagen tier 5. I'm sure getting there doesn't. It's just the quests that do. I'm probably not going to automate sieves because we're doing the whole mystical agriculture route and the chickens route. So that's where I'm at. So I'm probably not going to automate sieves. Quest. Hooray! Oh, ultimate speed upgrades. Those things are good. They're going to get stored. Cool. So I'm guessing that the quest now is to craft these portals. Use the items required in this quest to make a portal to the end. Google artificial end portal on more info on how to build it. Oh. Oh my. Okay. Evil tier from random things. Well, that's cool. Oh, hello. You require wither skeleton skull. So maybe wither skeletons is probably a good course of action. Is Industrial 4 going in here? It totally is. So I do have gas tiers, right? So let's do this, right? If we got started on Industrial 4 going, we could get the rubber required to make a safari net / mob imprisonment tool, which is called now, and then use that to spawn more wither skeletons. Or what we could do, like there's no recipe for that. You need wither skeleton essence around a blank skull for mystical agriculture. That's cool. Or mystical aggradations. There's also woot. Let's not forget that we have woot in the pack. But that, to my knowledge, has a pretty... Oh, there's evilcraft in here too. Woot has a pretty healthy amount of energy costs, right? So we have woot, and it's been a long time since we've looked at woot. And I don't recognize half this stuff. So that's kind of cool. The intern builds the factory for you. Oh, I like that. I want one of them. Factory layout. Woot. Woot, woot, woot. That might be cool to play with woot a little bit. I don't know if we're at the power gen setup yet that we could do that. I mean, we're doing okay on power gen, don't get me wrong. And we can always bump it up by throwing more magma generators at the thing. But as I recall, these things generally need a decent amount of power. Stygian iron anvil, huh? Stygian iron comes from what? Stygian iron dust. Oh, Stygian anvil, netherrack, soul sand, and iron ore. Interesting. Now where am I getting iron ore from? Oh, cool. So 2 of these iron ore chunks plus stone equals iron ore block. Well, that's interesting. That's kind of cool. Or the mechanism combiner. Also an option. Interesting. Yeah. I like all that headhunter books, huh? Cool. So Woot very much might be a thing. Install guide API for access to the manual. Item is called Woot Guide. Woot Guide from Ipsis. You know what I should do also is connect my refined storage system to this setup so that if I have access to all those mob drops and whatnot. Sweet. What does it do? Yeah, we've played with this mod before, so I have a rough idea of how it works. Nice. Oh, required to spawn certain mobs. So it needs items now? That's interesting. I might need to look more into this mod because I feel like maybe it's a little different from what we played with before. Mob spawning ingredients. Oh, only the Wither Boss and the Ender Dragon. That's cool. So 4 End Crystals spawns that, and Wither Boss spawns that. Interesting. Okay, so it's only the Wither and the Dragon that require mobs to spawn, or items to spawn them. Cool. Ooh, Blood Magic, Evil Craft. Is Blood Magic in the pack? I guess not. I guess there's no blood magic, but that's okay. Bummer. How about Thaumcraft? Is Thaumcraft in here? No. But Britannia is, right? Yeah. Alright. Let me come back in a minute, because I want to have like a better plan for, I guess, where my next steps are here. Because we can totally go spawning Wither Skeletons with whatchamacallit, but I feel like we do that same way all the time. It's kind of always that route of spawning Wither Skeletons. So I'm going to see if there's a better way. Alright guys, I think I have a plan here. So hardened fluid duct. Can I get a hardened retriever by chance? I should be able to. Hey, we even have an eye, so that makes life easy. You should be able to do this, right? And then we want some more fluid ducts for sure. That should be enough for now. So I've got tree fluid extractor. Do we have mechanical users? We should. Yeah, we can do that. So I totally just need to craft one of you, one of you, one of you, and we now have a mechanical user that can place wood. Wood we don't super duper have, but we can get on that. So that's something we should probably look to be. Oh, you know what? I do have this. That's right. Yeah, I forgot that I had you running. Good job, Daryl. So we do have wood running. My brain went to like, oh right, I should automate trees, to oh I have a couple ways to automate trees, to oh wait, I automated trees already. Not super fast, but enough that it's working. So that's cool. So let's expand out a little bit. Maybe this area. That should be cool. I should really like upgrade my flux bore, to be fair. All right, all set. So we have these things that can help power things from a distance that don't need a particularly large amount of power, and that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to put you away. Do we have any more smooth stone? We have a little bit. Let's get some more. Just to have on hand, because I wanted to do that. So for now, let's start with the tree fluid extractor. So we're going to have a single block in the center here, placing wood. Ta-da! And then we can do you, and you. And you guys should all be... do you need power? Oh, you're facing the wrong way. So now you're all getting power? Yeah, you're all getting some latex fluid. Perfect, perfect. And then you can have the hardened doohickey here. That is going to make its way over to, you know what I think I want to do? I think I want to do this. You ready? Right here could be the latex processing dude. So latex processing unit needs what? Just one of these things, which really need to get into. Maybe next episode I'll jump right into automation. Now that we've gotten like more resources, like iron and quartz and redstone were my limiting resources typically with refined storage. So that's totally a thing. So like you can go here and then we can have our retriever ignored. And you should start filling up with latex. Booyah. Then we can have that. Powering up that dude. Hooray! And then we just need water, right? And hey, who's going to get water? I know who's going to get water. A sink. Right? Because everybody loves the sink. I've gotten lots of comments about using the sink. And look, I'm using it now. So we'll get a hardened servo. We'll get some fluid ducts. And this can probably just live underground. Hello, sink. We're just gonna have sinks everywhere. At some point, maybe, what we'll wind up having is, instead of just sinks everywhere, we'll have refined storage transferring liquids around, because refined storage has fluid support, obviously. So we could just have a sink sucking into a fluid cell, dumping out to, you know, whatever machines need it. But I think they'll have to come later. For now, we have a pretty automated latex setup. So we've got tiny dry rubber coming in, we've got our latex fluid coming in, and it's actually processing pretty good. And then once this thing breaks, the mechanical user will just keep replacing it. So very simple and straightforward rubber producer, right? So now we just need a mob imprisonment tool to go collect a wither skeleton, and that'll kind of be like step one of the old get wither skeletons and kill them plan. Pretty standard plan. We've done it a few times before. It ain't too shabby. That's enough for what? 3 rubber? And we need 4 rubber ultimately. So we want 36 of these. So it'll be about a minute before we have enough. Right? So, boom, 36. So these guys can be smelted up. You can go in there. Then we get the rubbers. Plastic, whatever. Dry rubber to plastic. And then we can get our mob imprisonment tool, which should be easy because we have gas tiers from sifting. We've been sifting soul sand and we get gas tiers. It's a pretty low % chance, but hey, we've got them. So mob imprisonment tool is a go. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here. But how am I doing on mystical? Oh yeah, doing really good actually. So let's wrap up the episode. We'll come back next time. How are you doing? That is amazing. That is a huge amount of that stuff. I need to upgrade my refined storage system, but I definitely want to get into wither skulls sooner than later, only because the sooner we get into killing withers, and I really want to try that. I'm not going to lie. I am only doing this because I want to try killing the wither with that stupidly overpowered sword that I got. That is the only reason that I want to do that. So I'm not even lying about it. It's 100%. That's all I'm thinking about right now. So let's convert you guys all up. And then this. Because if I can, I would like to get nice 8 supremium. So we'll put you guys away. Quest complete, Supremium Essence. Hooray! Tier 5 Inferium Seeds. That's what's up. So that will be even cooler. And that's where I'm going to stop because, like I said last episode, Tier 6 Inferium doesn't work in the Phytogenic Isolator, etc., etc. But this should wind up producing... Just want to speed it up for you guys so we could wrap up the episode. 15 Inferium per operation, which is pretty fast. Like, that's a huge amount of Inferium. You know, 25% faster than the 12, right? That math checks out? Yes. Yes, it does. 25% faster than we had a minute ago. So you guys might be saying, like, oh, what's 15? It's not much better than 12. It's 25% faster. So you're going to get resources 25% faster. That's pretty good. For now, wrap it up point. Daryl's saying off. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and take it easy.